Hello everybody, welcome back to Wolfeei. Today we're going to be looking at Origins! Origins has got a Pride event. They're doing something different. Literally in the announcement it says the following. For this cycle, Origins is switching things up. Catch us live on May 3rd at 11 AM Eastern for blockwars Origins 35 Pride. Yes, that is this weekend, Saturday, same day as MCC, but this will be at the earlier time slot, starting at, for my EU friends, 4 PM UK time, 5 PM if you're Dutch. I don't know all the other time zones. But yep. Anyways, Origins is doing a Pride event because obviously with the break coming up, etc., we will yet again not be able to host an event during June. And as much as we could just not host any Pride events because we're not doing events in June, it's better to at least do something. So here you go. This is your Pride representation for blockwars. Come in Origins this time around. And, yeah, it's in May, maybe a little bit odd, kind of a month in advance, but Pride can be any month, really, if you think about it. And, yeah. So, anyways, let's get into the into the teams and stuff regarding this event, because there's some fun stuff going on, I'm fairly sure, at least. So, let's look at it. Number one, the red team, Team Woke, with the thumbs down emoji. Still, one of the best things that I think you can get out of Origins is that you get custom team names and people being silly billies. And this is a prime example of that, because, wow, Team Woke with a thumbs down is iconic, really. Also, like the little rainbow in the background, very nice. Either way, this is a pals team that consists of Sparky, Narwhal, Dakota, John, and Misty. Very fun team, of course. I think the comp of this event is relatively standard, I think. Maybe it's like slightly strong leading or weak leading. I don't really understand exactly how comp in Origins works, so maybe this is pretty alright. But this feels like a solid team. I mean, obviously, they're pals, so they all will be very well suited together on this team. Fairly sure that there was a trio among the signups here, and then obviously that resulted in a full pals team. Very nice, very cool. And yeah, also, I think Dakota has a new profile picture. Looks awesome, so yes. Anyways, that's the red team. Next up, also the number is gay. Next up is Team Sweet, which is not sweat, but sweet. Sweet as in candy. Consisting of Captain Flamey, Man with Raft, Masky, Plants Kid, and a newcomer, Snake Venom, who I think used to be a tester a long time ago and has been a long-awaited newcomer within the Origins player base, as they are friends with a lot of people, part of PALs, part of other groups as well, etc. And yeah, fun to see Snake in the roster, of course. Fun little icon here as well. I don't really know how good this team is either. I think Snake is actually a pretty decent player. I think probably roughly around 15th, maybe 10th. If I had to guess. Obviously, they tested a while ago, like mentioned, so maybe they'll be a little bit more buffed, or maybe not. But this feels like a pretty well-rounded team, if I had to guess. I don't really know how good Flamey is at Minecraft, but Raft and Masky, I think, are both pretty decent, pretty good. Plants, I think, is a little bit more on the lower end. Snake also being in the, like, pretty good range, and then Flamey, I assume, is probably in the like, alright, like, maybe 20th, 25th range. I don't really know. That's my guess, if I had to guess, so... Yeah, anyways, that's the orange team. Very nice. Orange, Dutch person on orange. You'll have to see it. Anyways, next up, you have Team Sponge, which has such a stupid icon, but yes, that is SpongeBob, indeed. Consisting of Maddie Awesome, Master Garf, Mystic Sids, Jack Nutzels, and FaZe Ray. Should be a good squad as well, as per usual, like mentioned with the Origins teams. FaZe and Garf feels like that could be a pretty strong duo. Maybe I'm wrong, but that feels like they're both some of the more standout high-end players in Origins. Jack back for his, let's see, 58th event probably at this point. And then Mystic and Maddie Awesome. Very good, very nice. You'd love to see it. W team. Next up, though, is the green team, which consists of Thumper, Maucat, Mr. Orca Dude, also known as just Orca, or Transcript guy, I think, but Orca, Nair, and then Tapioca. Now this is a team I'm a bit less familiar with, of course. Thumper I know from testing back in the day. Nair, of course, I know. Orca I'm familiar with. Mao and Tay I'm not really familiar with. This is also Team HRT with whatever that icon is, but it's interesting. It's a guy. It's a little dude, little thing. Anyways, should be a pretty solid team. I mean, Nair, of course, is probably one of, if not the best Origins player, maybe rivaled with Kel, right? I think it's mostly between Nair and Kel for being the best Origins player that we've seen, at least, probably. Maybe I'm wrong, at least as of recent. I assume second frag would be Orca here, and then after that, I am unsure. Maybe Mao or Thumper. I don't know. Maybe Tay. I genuinely have no clue. So, yeah. Cool team, probably. I just don't. I'm not familiar. I'm sorry. It probably should be fun, I think. Next up, Team Gaydar. Uh, okay, for those unfamiliar, Gaydar is your gay radar. I think maybe I'm the one that's wrong. I don't know. Regardless, this team consists of Eint, Marcus, Obi, Lyric, and Jay. This should be a pretty funny team, I think. This is going to be, I think, from what I heard, whether it was in random discussions or just within team-making discussions, this is, if you are interested in them, team crash out, probably. If there's any little inconvenience that happens to this team, I'm sure they'll make it heard, which is always really funny to see. It's like if you like a boost for POV, for example, you'll probably like something like this. And yeah, interesting icon, of course. It makes sense with probably the title of this team. Similar to Orange, in my opinion. Maybe I'm wrong. This feels like another like well-rounded team. You have like 3 like higher mid-tier players. I think Eint is maybe also like middle higher tier. I don't really remember specifically. Lyric being the lower tier player of this team. Should be pretty interesting overall. Of course, with Origins having the same game pool as the rookies, or with Origins Pride rather having the same game pool as Rookies 4, there will be no order up, which I'm sure Obi is ecstatic about. So hey, maybe Obi will get top 5 because there's no order up. We'll see, I guess. Anyways, moving along is Team Evolve, the blue team. With, of course, if you have Team Evolve with a Pride team, of course, you got to be Sylveon. That makes sense. Big fan of the profile pictures here. This is awesome. I don't know who drew these. I assume maybe somebody on the team, or maybe they just got art done, but this is awesome. Team consists of Haley, Chaos, Kel, Scuffed Sushi, and Space. This should be one of the banger ones in my opinion. This is one of the teams I saw and I was like, damn, that's a cool team. This is also going to be another potential crash out team, but not because of the whole team, but because Chaos Twin One is teamed with Ghosty Fruit and Kel Awesome, and wow, that's gonna be something for sure. Because Chaos is known to piss people off, whether it's on his team or on other teams. He is a rage bait master, and he will rage bait the hell out of Kel and Ghosty. That's going to be awesome. Regardless, should be a fun team. Pretty good. I mean, Kel has been given, at least Haley and Chaos, I think, are like higher middle tier players in Origins, roughly. Maybe Haley is middle tier, I don't really know. But like that feels like a pretty solid duo to put with Kel. And then Sushi, I think, is on the lower end. Space, I think, is also like lower middle tier player-ish. So pretty solid team. Just don't put Extraction in Game 8, and you might win. As in, not this team. If you don't want Kel Awesome to make the finale again, vote Extraction early, because this is a pretty good Extraction team. If I had to guess, maybe I'm wrong. I probably am wrong. Whatever. Anyways, moving along. Team Muffin, which I don't know if this is a Bad Boy Halo inspired or what, but they have a Muffin. Consists of Demo, Z, Ogar, Christy, and Withered. Should be a pretty solid team. Ogar and Withered feels like a really strong duo. And then I'm going to assume Christy's the third frag here. Maybe I am underestimating Demo or Z, but this feels like could be a pretty solid team. And yeah, cool, fun. I really hope this is not Bad Boy Halo and Skippy inspired, because God, or maybe it's ASDF movie inspired. That would be pretty fire. Anyways, moving along. And then finally, you have the pink team, Team Barbie, which has a Barbie icon. Of course it does. Consisting of Antfrost, Cloud, Rattles, Velvet, and Yawn. Now here's kind of a surprise appearance potentially. Rattles and Velvet obviously are not people who have played in Origins before, but because we're doing a Pride event, I think they're some of the best fits to potentially go from a regular roster to, or the main roster rather, I should say, to the Origins roster. Maybe for a one-time appearance, maybe permanently. Could be an interesting thing for them to maybe venture out in this roster more often, because I think they would have a good time here as well. Regardless, Ant and Cloud is a crazy duo. Rattles is a pretty solid third frag, and both Velvet and Yawn are not bad. So I feel like this team could low-key be a little bit broken, but maybe I am overestimating one of the players on this team. I don't really know. But this feels like a potential really strong team. So excited to see how it'll do. Yeah, those are the teams for this event. It's very gay, and you love to see that. A very, very gay event. I don't know what the actual ratio of LGBTQ IA plus representation in this roster is. I'm fairly sure it's like 95% or like 90% of this roster, which is fantastic, of course, right? That's beautiful that you can see that in the roster, or in a Minecraft event roster so casually. Just awesome, very nice. You'll have to see it. But yeah, like 2 newcomers in this roster, some guest appearances, pretty cool. Finally, I wanted to just show this video because it's funny, of Carter in Bryce. Here we go.
Come here now!
Maybe they'll die again.
This is the only chance. They died!
They fell. Go, Carter!
Oh my god! They died!
They fell.
Oh my god! I fell!
Yes, Carter! No! You suck! You suck! You suck! You suck!
Oh my god! I fucking suck! I suck! I suck! I suck! Oh my god!
Beautiful video, really beautiful. You love to see it. Carter does indeed suck. He's bad at the game. I'm better. Anyways. Wait, did I voted this one, didn't I? No, I didn't. No, I didn't. Whatever. Maybe I did. I don't know. I don't remember. Anyways, W event coming up, I think. It should be fun. Hey, geared up for a 6-hour, 7-hour long Antfrost stream, possibly. I don't know if... Is Velvet in MCC? I don't actually remember. But, Ant's got in MCC, got a banger team here too. 2 back-to-back bangers on the same day. 1 big stream, 7 hours streak, one go. It's gonna be awesome. W for Antfrost enjoyers. If you're an Antfrost hater, no you're not. Anyways, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you later. Goodbye.